Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay. Hey guys, Eric, aka One Broke Negro. Yeah. So, a couple nights ago, Bill Nye debated Ken Ham about the theory of creation, not theory, but the creationist view versus the theory of evolution, on if creation is a viable means of explaining origins. Link is in the description below. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. And it was probably one of the most interesting things I've seen in a really long time. I love science. I love Bill Nye. Bill Nye is one of the smartest guys on the planet, but it was really interesting to watch. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna just go through some things that I've noticed, because I turned off my cell phone, cut off all the lights, I had my popcorn ready. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. Right off the bat, Bill Nye comes out. A man has his bow tie on, you know, self-tie. He's got his nice slim fit suit, looking real good. He has a very confident stance. He stands, for those of you that don't know body language, when a gentleman stands with their hands behind their back and their chest out, it shows confidence. Ken Ham, nice conservative striped tie, red and blue. This kind of like light blue, grayish sport coat thing that was obviously a size too big. He either lost weight or just doesn't know proper fashion trends, because I could tell it was too big in his shoulders and too big in his waist. And he was standing with his hands facing front. He was guarding himself. That was just something I noticed. Just a little aesthetic thing. Bill Nye is was a lot more joking. Ken Ham seemed to have a, I don't know how to put it, a little bit more of a serious tone to him. They both made jokes during this debate, but the one thing I did notice, and I'm pretty sure because of the venue, it was at the Creationist Museum. There's a museum in Kentucky for the creationists, and they have everything like laid out. They plot and explain everything. And the audience, I'm assuming, was majority the creationists, because I felt like there was more response to Ken Ham's discussion than there was Bill Nye. I felt that, and I'm listening because I laugh at everything, and Bill Nye is hilarious, but I felt like the audience responded more to Ken Ham than they did to Bill Nye. And I think that might have been a response to the venue. If they had chose like a neutral venue, let's say like a college or even a public speaking hall or something, some stadium, something, I think the audience reaction, the audience would have been a little bit different. Even if they did it in a completely different state altogether, not Kentucky, they both flew out to, I don't know, Louisiana or something. They both had their podiums, they both had little laptops, they both had Macs. And it was funny because I noticed on Ken's Mac, it was a solid, it had a little Mac symbol, the little apple, and it was just a nice solid gray. Bill Nye's had all these little decals on it, little stuff, little just aesthetic things that I've noticed. The basis of the debate was, is creation a viable means of explaining origin in today's modern society? Ken Ham was saying yes, and Bill Nye says no. They both brought up very valid points, but me personally, I don't feel like Ken Ham actually answered the question, because I kept listening for it. Like, I kept listening to hear the answer. That was the most interesting thing to me. I'm like, when is this answer going to come up? And I wasn't satisfied with any of the answers that he gave. And I was trying to be as, from a listener's point, I was trying to be as non-objective as humanly possible. But I didn't feel like he gave a legitimate answer that explains why creation is a viable model of origins. Like, this can stand up, because the question he kept giving was, the Bible says it, or not the question, the answer. Near the end of the debate, it was opened up to questions from the audience, and Bill Nye was asked the question, "Hey Bill, how do you explain atoms and this and that?" And Bill was like, "I don't know. That's what we're doing science to find out. We're doing experiments. We're doing this. We're trying to figure this out. There is stuff that we don't know that science has not yet proven or disproven. There's evidence to support this," and he's basically explained very scientifically. And then opponent had a chance to respond, and Ken would be like, "You know, there's a book called the Bible where it says this, where matter comes from. It comes from God." And I'm like, that's the most generic, that's the answer that they told us as kids. God did it. Okay, I'll just roll with it. It's like, no, that's the whole point of science, like, to find out, like, why, if there is a God, why he did it, or to explain something beyond that. Like, that's just a write-off answer. And Bill Nye was very honest and very straightforward with his responses. He talked about the importance of science, science education, and teaching different forms of science. Religion versus science. Because the Bible is a religious text written 2,000 years ago, translated from the original text, rewritten by King James. Mind you, look that up. There's the King James version of the Bible. He rewrote parts of the Bible to fit his agenda that people are basing their lives off of, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But you can't teach it to people forcefully, and that's where the problem comes in. You can't forcibly make children, unless it's part of your religious family, but you can't forcibly make children believe what you want them to believe. All human beings should have the right to pick their own path of religion, science, health, medicine, whatever. And the creationist view that Ken Ham was proposing was to teach that in schools. And Bill Nye is like, no, this is a religious view, not a scientific view. There is no science to back up this claim. And Ken Ham was like, oh, there is. And he was basically explaining how the same evidence that supports one theory can be used as evidence to another, all the matter how you look at it. Which I will give to Ken Ham, that was a good point. Basically, the glass is half full versus half empty mindset. I don't know. I think Bill Nye won. Yeah, and a bow tie, how you can't lose. You can watch the debate. Like I said, the link's going to be in the description below. But no. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think creation is a legitimate scientific entity, model, term? Or do you think that religion, Christianity should be kept, any creation theory, because it's not just Christianity. But he's proposing the Christian view of creation, not the Islamic view of creation, not the Hindu view of creation, not the Aborigine view of creation, the Christian view of creation. Therein lies the problem. Bill Nye didn't bring that up. I just thought of that. I should have debated. But yeah, no, let me know in the description what you guys think. Let me know if you watched it. Like, if you watched it, talk to me. I want to talk to you so we can discuss and debate about this. This is exciting stuff to me. I do appreciate you guys watching. You guys could have been doing anything for the past however long this video is. I don't know, because I found my editing equipment finally. Leave a like, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. It really helps me out, help my channel grow. Subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.